Hey, hi, this is Frosty coming to you live from a trading desk here in South Florida. Rainy South Florida today. Anyways, thanks for looking. First of all, I'm not selling anything, nothing at all. I'm here to tell you that you can make money with a conservative approach to investing. And now you're thinking, great, here's another douche trying to tell me what to do with my money. But give me a minute, if you will. All right, I'm a retired Air Force guy, call sign Frosty. Hence the Frosty Investment Club. I worked in civil aviation for most of my career, but for a couple of years I was a stockbroker. I have a bachelor's in finance and a master's in operations management, and I worked as a broker for Morgan Stanley and Fidelity. I was the 1-800 call Fidelity guy, and you'd call me up and ask for advice, and I'd sell you whatever hot product they had that day. So that's what I didn't like about it. I didn't like being a salesman. I wanted to be a trader. So now that I'm retired, I'm a trader. Okay, I'm a trader who's willing to give you free information. I'm in early retirement because I had cancer, and I had chemo, and it killed the cancer, but it also took out my liver. So back in 2019, I had a liver transplant. I'm recovered, but I'm also medically retired, and I'm bored to death. So last year, I started thinking, what can I do? How can I help? How can I make some extra money? So here's what you should hear me out about making money, okay? When I was a senior in college, way back in 1984, 1985, the Commodore 64 was the hot new tech. I mean, yeah, I'm that old. There was no internet back there, mind you. There was no such thing as an online broker, for goodness sakes. The only investment information that was really available was something that the brokers gave you or were pushing you, or something you got from a very expensive newsletter. There was no such thing as Google, Yahoo, any of the search engines. All right, and back then the commissions were astronomical. It was tough to make a buck. Okay, but my advanced investments professor in school was very interested in how these personal computers might help in investing. So as my senior project, and with his guidance, I wrote an algorithm to help track and predict the trends of big blue chip company stocks. We wanted them to pay dividends and have growth potential. And guess what? We figured it out. I got an A. Forward 40 years, I'm retired. I had a long career. It's in the books, and I'm bored to death. And my wife says, you need a hobby. So I scratched my head and I said, you still have that old algorithm. You were trained by the best. I mean, Morgan Stanley, I was in the World Trade Center before they knocked down, and then I worked for Fidelity. I know what I'm doing here. I had all the licenses, all the series, 763, all the licenses. And, let's see if we can figure this out. And I thought, there's online brokers out there. There's zero commissions. Let's see what we can make. Let's give swing trading a shot. And guess what? The algorithm that I wrote in 1984 still works. Okay, in 2021, last year, my personal account was up 54%. That's pretty darn good. It was a good year. Now, ideas, they work for me. They can work for you. They can work for anyone, from a brand new investor to a young professional trying to grow their IRA. IRAs are great, no taxes on it until you take it out. And to a retiree like myself who's trying to just make some extra income every month and take some of that risk off of your investment portfolio. Before I get too far here, let me make the lawyers happy, okay? I'm no longer a registered investment advisor. I was. This is not investment advice. This is not investment advice. Use my information how you want. Okay, but do not take anything on my posts or videos as financial advice. Do your own research, consult a professional if you're unsure. And these are my opinions. They're for entertainment and education, and hopefully you can use some of my ideas to make you some extra bucks. Okay? So up to date now. 2022 has not been as great as 2021. I mean, the market's down substantially. And as I hit the down 10% level, the WTF, it hit me. What's going on? And I decided I have to take a ton of risk out of my account. I decided it would be better and easier to pick trending sectors than individual stocks, okay? I ran 20 sector ETFs through my algorithm and came up with a plan. On May 18th of this year, I took the Frosty Investment Club online. I put $70,000 cash into my trading account, even number. And I'm using sector funds and ETFs only to diversify. And I'm sharing my trades and philosophy behind the trades with you here for free. As of this morning, that 70K is worth $71,848. That's a 2.64% gain in 3 weeks. Do that 15 or 20 times a month, you're looking at a pretty good return. 30, off the top of my head, almost 40%. Okay, so I would love to open the club up to memberships, but with my licenses in escrow or expired, it's a gray area. I can't manage other people's money anymore, but I can provide the education and the techniques for you to use. So if you're still with me so far and want to follow along, click on the little Frosty over there in the corner, and you'll subscribe to this channel and you get automatic updates that way. So what would you need to do to follow my trends and make this work? Well, first and foremost, you're going to need a few bucks. You're going to need some money. Not a ton. If you have $1,000 to open an investment account and put it at moderate risk, you can benefit from the Frosty Investment Club. If you don't have one, you'll need a brokerage account. I use Fidelity, Schwab, TD Ameritrade, E-Trade. They're all good options. I'll put a bunch of links on down below. You can check them out, click on them all, find one that feels right for you, and then open a brokerage account. It's not hard. You can do it all online. Eventually, you are going to want to be able to trade options. Now, I'm not talking about crazy option strategies here. You want to be able to write covered calls. So if they give you that choice when you open your account, take it. Finally, you need to subscribe to this channel so you get all my updates. Again, click on Frosty over there in the corner. If you IM me or email me your email address at frostyinvestmentclub@gmail.com, I can show you more stuff than I can get into online. I can send you hard copies of stuff, and I will send you the results of the weekly Frosty Investment Club Trend Program algorithm run every Wednesday. Bottom line here, I'm just happy to be alive. I mean, I was 3 weeks from death if I didn't get my transplant. My goal here is to share my knowledge and experience to hopefully pay back some of the people that have just treated me great over my whole career and who have kept me alive, and to maybe help somebody going forward. So I want to pay back and pay forward. I'll do that by helping you learn the techniques that the pros don't normally share. They want you to pay for them, and I'll show you what I'm doing with my trading account. So let's go make some dough together. Again, I'm not selling anything, but don't forget to subscribe down below. I'm not going to charge you 20 bucks a month or 250 bucks a year just to get all that free information. It's out there. Take a look at my next video to see how the program works, and then again, subscribe. You'll get my updates. For now, we'll say Frosty out and go from there, okay?